YouTube viewers and subscribers. So I'm going to do yet another run of this Novarossi CR12F engine, and this time the things that have changed are the prop has changed. I've got I believe this is an APC 6.5 by 3.7. Either it's called a pylon or a combat prop. And I've also kind of used a permanent marker to color the face of it black in the hopes that maybe, just maybe, that will help this tachometer actually see it better, so I don't have to sit there and spend time dicking with the tach, and I can focus more on running the engine. The other thing that's different is I'm going to be running some S&W 12.5% nitro fuel with a little bit of added castor, because the S&W fuel is pretty low on oil content. I think it's only like 16%, so I put a little bit of extra castor in here. Aside from that, it's the same plug and the same setup, so let's fire this little thing up. Oh, the only other thing I did was, just for the heck of it, I richened the high-speed needle about 4 or 5 clicks also. And if you noticed, or if you recall from my first video, you never ever saw me touch the high-speed needle on that run at all. I didn't richen it, I didn't lean it, because when I had quickly run it in the garage, it seemed fine. So I figured higher nitro or nitro content fuel, I'm going to richen it a couple clicks. We'll see what happens. I'll probably end up having to do some adjustments on it this time though, but we'll see. that is a fun little engine. It is still like not even burning my hand. I mean, it's warm, but I didn't think to put the temp monitor on it or grab my infrared thermometer because it's really kind of irrelevant, but I think spinning 22,000 RPM tends to have a cooling factor. So I know these engines are not intended to sit idle. I think how they're standardly or usually used in a combat or a pylon type situation is you're on the runway, you go full throttle, somebody lets go and you take off and you fly full throttle the whole time. So I'm cool with that, whatever. But just being me and things I like to do, I like to push the envelope and see how low I can get this thing to idle, and I think we saw that I could get it to at least stay at an idle at 6,000, maybe 5,800 RPM, which is pretty damn respectable for an engine designed to operate in the far end of the spectrum as far as RPM goes. So, and it appeared that using the black marker on the prop worked well because I didn't have any issues with the tach reading that I'm aware of. So, cool ass little engine. This thing is fun to run. The only thing that's not fun about it is trying to adjust a high-speed needle. Now you saw I did a little bit of that, but I mean it's far enough away. But yeah, that's pretty tight quarters there. And if I was able to put an extension on this thing so I could come out away outside of the prop arc, fine. But this little angled piece of metal is like pressed in. There's not a set screw, so it's not like I can replace that. No, there's not a set screw. So if I could replace that and put a longer piece of metal on it, I'd be all over playing with that high-speed needle. But the way it is, I just don't want to do that. But anyway, fun-ass little engine to run. Hope you enjoyed watching, and thank you.